Hey everyone, David Gadini here from Fellowship of Faith. And I want to talk to you today about 3 ways I find people sabotaging their devotional time with God. Now, the path of discipleship with Jesus is one where we're constantly reaffirming our faith and our belief and our understanding of who He is, that we allow Him to change our minds and our thinking and challenge us in our positions, and that the time spent reading the Bible, the time spent praying, the time spent reflecting on it is truly time spent with God Himself. But I've seen these 3 ways that people sabotage it, and I want to share it with you today. And the first is this: clock watching. We know that we're supposed to have a discipline where we spend time with God, but what do? We say, I'm going to commit to doing it, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, maybe 20 minutes 2 times a week, whatever your plan is, I don't care. But then what we do the entire time is we just keep watching that clock, waiting for it to get done. Guys, you gotta stop watching the clock. And the easiest way I can show you to get on a different way of thinking is this. You pull out your phone. You set your timer for 6 minutes. Let's say you're doing 5 minutes. You want to spend 5 minutes, you set it for 6. You set it for 6 because the minute to set it down, get settled back in, right? You kill a minute there, and then you put it down, face down, and you just let the alarm tell you when you're done. Otherwise, the entire time you're reading, the entire time you're praying, glancing up. What time is it? Nah, stop watching the clock. Number 2, you gotta have a plan. So many people sabotage their time with God because they don't go in with a plan. They take their Bible and they just go, what am I going to read today? Once in a while that's fun, but ultimately it leads to unfruitful time spent with Him. Look, your plan doesn't need to be complex. Just pick a book of the Bible and choose to go through it. If you don't know where to start, pick maybe Luke or Acts. Just start with it. Find out what your local church is doing, what we're doing here at Fellowship of Faith, and parallel with it, what you're talking about on Sunday, and maybe taking those texts. There's 1,000 ways you can do it and 1,000,000 devotional plans on the market, but pick one and run with it for a season. Stick to it for a few weeks, if not a little bit longer. Get a plan so that when you go in, you know what you're doing. And number 3 is this: sabotage your time by rushing the plan. So often when I have a Bible reading plan, it's all about how much I can get done. But do you really think about the foolishness of that? When you're kissing your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your spouse, is that something that you check off a list or you savor the moment with? People who weight train, we get obsessed about reps. Gotta get my 10 reps, gotta get my 12 reps. Any personal trainer will tell you 3 good reps is better than quantity any day. But what do? We open our Bibles and I gotta get through the chapter because that's my pace, my arbitrary, artificial pace I set up, and we don't remember anything. Look, stop rushing it. Stop rushing it. Savor the moment. Maybe there's one verse that strikes you and you just need to camp there. You read it a few times, you think about it, you journal about it, you pray about it. Maybe you read a few verses and then go back and read again and ask yourself questions. What did I read here? What is this saying? What is the implication of this for me? Turn it from passively going through something to get off your to-do list to something you actively engage in, even if it's only in small, bite-sized chunks. And I guarantee you that little bit you do with God will be so much more productive, fruitful, intimate, connective, and it will have so much more of an impact on your thinking and faith than just passively getting it done. So look, 3 ways that we get in the way of this, and 3 ways we want you to do it differently. Don't clock watch. Make sure to have a plan and don't rush it. Jump on in. God bless.